All right, so my buddy Jeff's back. Come on in.
Okay.
Here, you can come on in. It's all good. So my buddy Jeff goes, "What is this thing?" So I'm walking around. I bought this at Walmart, and you guys got to get one of these. They're really cool.
Well, how am I going to know? Well, I probably will know if you do the.
Oh yeah, you'll smell it. Here we go. Ready? Okay, so it's at Walmart, and it's from the movie Despicable Me 3. And I'm not being paid by them. Gosh, I have to say that like on everything I show. Are they paying you to say this? No, I bought this. This is awesome. Look at it. They have a small one too. Jack Jr. took the smaller version to Nicaragua so he can be on the plane.
Awesome.
He can sit on the plane behind strangers and go. All right, I got to put this away. Are these cool? All right, so we're finally doing the FoodSaver. It's been like since Christmas. I promised these poor people, my friends, do I want to see this? I don't know how the FoodSaver works, but Jeff wanted to come over and show me because he brought his FoodSaver. You've been doing it, what, 17 years?
A good 15, 16, yes.
I'm just finding, I mean, I knew this existed, but I've never come around to do it. You use this, you've been using it.
And I still have the one that I bought, and I used it when I used it about once a month on average, but I used it for the whole day because we would go to Costco and buy a whole bunch of meat, and we would spend all day packaging it in 1 to 3 pound packages, and it worked great, and it still works great.
So we're going to see yours first, right?
If we want to.
All right, and then we'll show you this one. So come on in close. Let's show you this antique.
All right, this is a VAC 420. I bought this in like 2000, 2001 timeline. If you'll notice, I haven't even peeled the sticker off of it that came with it.
Can I peel it off for you?
You can.
Or you that
But
guy?
I just never had to. Even cleaning it, it was a good sticker and it stayed on. What was interesting, I couldn't find the bowl. My wife put it somewhere. I don't know where she did. But there was a bowl that came with it and had a little tube, and it goes to this spot. And you push the button, or you hold this down, basically. That's how you start it. The 2 stars, you hold those down, it'll start vacuuming. And this right here will suck the air out of the little containers, and you can buy those if you want. But it works great. Never had a problem with it. It's easy actually to clean up.
Look how good this looks, dude.
And you know, this, I haven't used it in probably a few months right now, but it still works. I used it about a couple months ago. Works great. And like I said, that's what, 16 years maybe. This is the newer model. Haven't quite seen this one because I've never needed one. This is the FM2110, so this is a fairly late model. I'm excited to try it and see how it works for us. I think it's going to be great. Okay, on this FoodSaver FM2110, they have changed a few things. You've got the store mode, you have an operate mode, and you have an open mode. This won't open in the store mode, so you won't have to worry about everything falling out. In the open mode, this opens up. And when this opens up, what they've done is they've kind of streamlined it really well, because now you can put this inside instead of me cutting the bags like I used to. You put this inside and you have this little handy dandy Jim Dandy cutter. You close it, we go to operate, and you hit seal, and the red light will come on, and when the red light's off, it'll be sealed, and then we can start pulling our bag out. We don't want to cut it yet, we just want to pull it out. Now we go to open, and it's all sealed up there. We're going to cut it. Now we have our bag. So what we want to do now is put our chicken in there. Okay, if I touch it. Okay. So we take the chicken, we stick in there just like that. Get that in there, because it's got to be in the little tray, because if you don't have it in the tray, it's not going to pull any vacuum, because this sucking in here, and basically if it does suck any juices, it'll go on this tray, which you can remove and clean if necessary. So now we close it, we go to operate, and this time, since we're done, we hit vac seal. And when you hear that high-pitched noise, you know the vacuum is almost complete. Now it's sealing it, and it'll take just a few minutes to seal it. And now we go to open. And voila, you have a sealed, vacuumed piece of chicken. And the cool part about this is no freezer burn. And we've actually had stuff for months in there, and it still be great when we open it up. And you can also do vegetables. All right, now we're fixing to do our steaks. But I am introducing Jack to one of my favorite seasonings. It's Saltgrass, which is a steakhouse down in Texas. I lived in Texas many years. It's really awesome on pretty much anything you put it on, so we'll see how he likes it. Now, when we season it, we want to season it. You don't have to do a whole lot. It's all the way up to you how much seasoning you want. All right, we've already sealed the bottom like we showed you in the beginning. You want to seal it first. So this should be about enough for those 2 steaks. And we're going to cut it. All right, place the meat in the bag. Now, I will say something. You can do, if you want, it gets a little confusing, you can stack them. Just keep in mind that you don't want it to be too big. So we could probably have put 4 in here if we really needed to. I wanted to make that point. But this is a good bag in case you wanted to marinate it. So if you wanted to put a little marinade sauce in there and seal it up, works great. Now, we're ready to seal. We're going to close. We're going to set it to operate. And because we don't have any sauce in there and it's fairly dry, we're just going to vac seal. Notice the juices are running up. That's why they have the setting for moist, is because that juice running up, if you have a lot in there, what'll happen is it won't seal and you'll wind up having to redo it and you'll waste this bag because you're gonna need another bag because you've already sealed it.
So this is a great way. So I can marinate, like I usually season and throw in a Ziploc, but I could do this. It's vacuumed, it'll penetrate better.
This is way better.
Oh, I bet.
This will beat a Ziploc baggie to shame. It'll put it to shame because
Look at that.
this, and I'll be honest with you, I've actually marinated stuff, and really you could put it just for a few hours and it'll marinate, but the longer the better.
And you know what's cool? I'm going to tell you right now, he's not going to say it on camera, but he's looking at this going, man, I need to upgrade. And he's thinking about getting the new one now because he came on the show and did this.
Well, mine's only like this big, Jack.
I know, but
I
it
can
does
do the big stuff now.
It does other things now a lot easier.
Yeah, it does. The other one you had to hold down on both sides, and if you didn't hold it down correctly, it didn't seal. So you had to start all over, and then you wasted your bag. But this one, yeah, operate, push a button,
Major.
You can't fail.
Major success, guys. Major success. So, Jeff, thanks for showing me. I really appreciate it. I know why you're in love with this now.
Oh, it's awesome.
This is a great device. You're going to be seeing more of this on the show. I should have opened it at Christmas time. I apologize. Thanks again, man. I appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Take care.